Welcome to the Purple Party known as Purple Nerd Channel, a home for all those who geek out on all things Prince related. Hit and Run Phase 2 was released exclusively on Tidal on December 12th, 2015, and on iTunes on December 15th with a nationwide release on April 29th, 2016. The album peaked at number 13 on the R&B charts and number 16 on iTunes. There are several videos and singles of songs that in some cases were released years prior before being added to this album. Those singles being Baltimore, released on iTunes in May of 2015, Screwdriver, released on all digital platforms in 2013, Rock and Roll Love Affair, released digitally and on physical CD in 2011, peaking at number 7 on the R&B charts, and Extra Lovable, released on iTunes in 2011. Videos were released for Baltimore, Screwdriver, and Rock and Roll Love Affair. A video was filmed for Extra Lovable but never released. Let's explore the music of Hit and Run Phase 2. We open up with Baltimore.
At least a little better than the day in Baltimore.
The song Baltimore is inspired by the tragic death of Freddie Gray and the riots and protests that followed in Baltimore. Prince took this opportunity to use his platform to speak against violence and the overwhelming injustices that still exist in our country today. In the song, he reminds us all that peace is not simply the absence of war. Next is Rock and Roll Love Affair.
Two people in love with nothing but the road ahead.
Rock and Roll Love Affair really shows off Prince's narrative skills as he gracefully tells the tale of two young people who are by chance searching for the same thing, and that is fame. One is doing it through film and movies, and the other one is doing it through music. When by chance their paths actually cross, they meet one another and fall in love. The song was originally recorded in 2011 and released as a standalone single in November of 2012. Next is 2Y2D.
She's old enough to do you, but too young to dare.
Short for Too Young to Dare, this song was also recorded in 2011 and reworked again in 2013 with Third Eye Girl. In the song, Prince describes a beautiful lady desired by many men, and even though she could be with the man of her choice, she chooses not to, as she is more focused on her career and self-worth than to partake in casual sex and worthless relationships. The message of this song is kind of like a more digestible to the masses version of Prince's song P Control. On this album, we have the Prince 2011 solo version, as the 2013 Prince and Third Eye Girl version still remains unreleased. Next is Look at Me, Look at You.
Self, when I look at you.
This song is the very definition of smooth, and Prince's penmanship really stands out, with all the metaphors and wordplay as he describes a beautiful woman. The lyrics to this song were found in Studio A of Paisley Park with the lyrics to Stay Cool after Prince had passed away, making us all wonder what his plans were with these two songs. Next is Stare.
Now we got the sun that's popping in the street, they all stare.
This biographical song has Prince talking about his early years in music when the times were quite wild, and Prince would dress and say things just for shock value. And as an artist who's already done that and paved that way, he's trying to tell the young artists there's no reason to do that type of stuff anymore. And the only time people should stare at you is because they're amazed with your music and not because of what you have on or how you're acting. The song includes snippets of Prince's songs Kiss and Sexy Dancer. Next is Extra Lovable. This song was originally recorded in 1982 with plans of it being included on the Vanity 6 album, but it didn't make the final cut. We all hoped this song would have been released on the 2019-1999 Super Deluxe edition, but due to its content, the song was not included. As the song is notorious for references of a word that rhymes with tape. Prince would rework the song decades later in 2011 with all new music and vastly changing the lyrics of the song. Prince would release this new version as a standalone single in November of 2011. This version has a lot more charm to it while still being super sexy. Next is Groovy Potential.
We got the groovy potential.
This song is so chill, I just really dig it. In the song, Prince is talking that game to a nice lady that he feels should give him a try. The song was originally recorded in 2011 and features a sampled drum loop performed by Michael Bland from an unreleased, unidentified song that he recorded with Prince years ago. Next is When She Comes.
When she comes.
This song was originally recorded in 2010 for the abandoned project Welcome to America that would be released after Prince's passing in July of 2021. The version on that album, we'll go ahead and call that the dirty version.
She never closes her eyes.
As When She Comes on that song means when she has an orgasm. In 2014, Prince would clean up the lyrics of the song, slightly reworking it so that when she comes, it now means when she comes by the house or when she comes over and hangs out. Next is Screwdriver.
I'm your driver, you're my screw.
Prince started working on this song in 2011, finishing the song with Third Eye Girl in 2013, releasing it as a standalone single in February of 2013. And when I got my copy of Third Eye Girl's album Plectrum Electrum and I didn't see this song on there, I was surprised. And when I got this album and found this song on this album, I was even more surprised because this song does not fit this album. But don't get me wrong, I still love this song. With its playful description of life on the road, this is an awesome all-out rock song. Next is Black Muse.
Black Muse, we've been so abused. Our mothers were good looking.
Over several months in 2010, Prince recorded Black Muse, reworking the song multiple times. In the song, Prince speaks on the spirit and soul that lives in the music created by African Americans. Of course, jazz, rock and roll, soul, blues, and so many more. The end of the song transitions into the song 1,000 Light Years, a song recorded for the aforementioned Welcome to America.
1,000 light years from here, 1,000 light years from here.
Next is Revelation. Recorded in 2014, this song has Prince reminiscing about a past relationship and has a revelation that they should have never parted, as she was meant to be with him now, walking with him through whatever troubles he's now facing in life. But unfortunately, it's too late. The lyrics are too cryptic to know as to who he is speaking about, and no one really knows for certain. We close out with Big City.
I'm in the big city, big city, big city when I'm in your arms.
This song was recorded by Prince in 2011 with the trio of Liv, Elisa, and Shelby. In the song, Prince brags on how him and his band brings the party to every corner of the world. It don't matter what geographical location, he's gonna get them people partying and forgetting about all their troubles. All in all, this is a really cool album, and I really feel like Prince is paying homage to the music and musicians that inspired and influenced him growing up. Because I hear a whole lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire in these songs, and I hear a whole lot of Stevie Wonder in these songs. And although technically a collection of songs, it does have that full album feel to it. But the one glaring concern about this album is that this was the last album that Prince released in his lifetime. And so the album has to be viewed through those lenses with those facts. And to satisfy that revelation is almost impossible. And I can't help but to ask, and I'm gonna go dark here, and I apologize ahead of time, but I have to ask, if Prince knew that this would be his final album, would he have released it? And I have to say, in my humble and completely worthless opinion, I would have to say no. But I do have a theory, and it's a well-educated wish, so I have no hard evidence. But it's just a thought. The way that Prince pre-planned albums like years in advance and would go so far as to purposely put music in the vault because, as he was quoted, they're not ready for it yet. I believe his actual dying wish, this will be my final album, has been recorded and is still to this day sitting in the vault. And knowing his playful spirit and his love for pranks, it's probably sitting in a random box labeled Last December. And in this box, not only is the music in there, but there's also instructions on how to market it, as well as full artwork, and of course, Prince's will. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Please like and share this video. And if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. And if you got a moment, go ahead and check out my Patreon page. I will have a link to that in the description down below. And until that next episode, I wish you heaven.